Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 412 of the Dutch Hall. As you know, I've been pretty open on this podcast about my mental health struggles, and in this episode, I was recently put on a new crazy pill by my doctor, and my body had not adjusted to it yet. So I actually felt like I was like going down a roller coaster, the first hill of a roller coaster, like constantly through this episode. So if you notice I'm sped up in my talking, that could be part of it. Also, I'm competing with Joe Botello. We brought back Joe Botello and Val Cole because they had such a great appearance last time, trying to recreate the gold we had before. I think we might have missed it a bit, and I blame it on my adjustment to these pills. But I think there was still some good moments in there. I do apologize. The audio quality is terrible. I did not have Val's mic on or mic'd properly. And in order for me to get you to hear just as much as you can of Val, I had boost it up so you hear so much of Joe's breathing. So I do apologize for that right off the hop. If you and then if you'd like to support the show, go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall and join our queen as our one and only Patreon subscriber so we can get our numbers above one. It's not too much to ask. And you can also support CleanFlow, the sponsor of this program. CleanFlow, go to KELLFLO.com to check out all their great products. And also go to Swazi's, or go to we have an event coming up on October 14th, Pumpkin Fest at Swazi's, right after the fireworks. Come down to Swazi's and enjoy a night of comedy and music with myself hosting, headliner Ty Great, feature Joe Botello. And if you can listen to this whole episode and you still want to see Joe, come out to see us at Swazi's. And you can, we're going to have a great time. Oh, and also Badunka Funk is going to be there. And so you better have your dancing shoes on. We're going to have a great time at Swazi's right after the fireworks on Pumpkin Fest Friday. It's October 14th in Waterford, Ontario. Thank you very much to everyone who supports the show. And I hope that you, also, I forgot, you can always give us some feedback at thedutchhall@gmail.com. Go to Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. We got all those things. Get a hold of us and tell us what you think of the show, and we'll make sure to use it on the program. Thanks to everyone that does that because it makes me keep doing this thing. And without further ado, here's a very long episode with my two great friends, Val Cole and Joe Botello. Enjoy. No matter how famous I get,
Oh, you okay?
yeah, let's say I get famous, or like I can only make a promise for me. I can't promise for Val.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's likely to happen. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just saying if all of a sudden I become a big deal, then I want you to know, Joe and Val, that you guys, I would be exactly the same, and you guys can I would you can sleep on my couch.
Can we use
you can use me. You can try to get jobs from me. You can name drop me.
Yes,
you can whatever
to
you
help
can
me get close to your position.
Yeah, if you can like glom off of my success, I want to give you guys carte blanche to do so. That's
But she
fair.
doesn't want it though, so give me hers.
I'll give you
Yeah.
whatever. Like if I had a nice,
Can you see yourself there? Oh,
if I had a nice house in the Hollywood
you
Hills.
have a beautiful house now.
No, but
Can I take this house when you leave to Hollywood Hills?
no, my wife would take it. This will be when I'm kicked out.
Can I take your wife?
I think, yeah, maybe. I wouldn't really be my
So
my
you're not
decision.
we're both in the same position where it's like I tell Lauren, I'm like, you're not coming with me if I get famous. I'm like, you stay. I go. You think? I go. You held me down for so long, and she goes, I held you down. I'm like, if you weren't here in front of me, the things I could have done by now. I said I could have been a scientist. I said I could have been. I'm like, I could have probably retired.
Mathematician?
Yeah, not a mathematician. I could have been a scientist.
Nobel.
I could have owned I could have owned a bunch of companies. I could have done so much without her.
You could have won the Olympics.
Yes, instead of helping to raise her right. Before me, my wife was. I met my wife's 24. You know how many jobs she had before? 0. 24 years old.
And now how many jobs?
She's had like 2. But like one's long, no, maybe 4. Yeah, every job she's had is because of me. Every fucking job is because of me. Every single one.
And what has she done for you?
Nothing. Give me 2 broken kids. 2 broken kids. Broken. I mean, how long have you been podcasting for?
It's not. I can't control batteries.
You can buy a battery. I thought you control stuff with that other laptop, no? This is the most interesting live stream. This is why 0 people listen.
Fuck off.
You brought back 2 of
It
the
won't go
best,
past the thing.
the best guests you've ever had. I know you've had Marty McSorley,
Marty
Iron
McSorley.
Sheik,
I wish I had Marty McSorley. He sounds like a good guess.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ben
Ooh.
Rooney. But
Those are all
these
good
2
guests.
Are the best you've ever had, and this is how you treat
Are you
us.
going to go to Comic-Con in Hamilton?
Yeah, I already got my tickets. Why? Are you going to be there?
Do you need that in advance?
What do you mean? Do I need?
Do you need to get your tickets
If
in
they're
advance?
sold out, yeah. I don't know if they're sold out. I don't know the current
What
status.
celebrities do you want to see?
I don't really tend to go for celebrities, but I'm gonna say this year I'm gonna go see a celebrity, and I'm gonna hand them something that I'm working on with my friends AJ and Brett. Dave Thomas, not Dave Thomas. Oh my God, Dave Foley. So Dave Foley's coming. This is my real plan. I don't care who's listening to this fucking bums. So Dave Foley's gonna be there. I just saw it announced, and Dave Foley is a fucking amazing writer, like straight up news radio, Kids
Fuck
in the
it.
Hall.
I
know
don't
what
care.
he did with all those other guys, but I'm gonna like get a picture with him, talk to him, and go, hey man, this probably happens all the time, but like, got a script if you want to, like, can you just take a look at it? And if he says, I'm gonna like really try to like get him to take this script off my like. And like, even if he doesn't, I go, hey man, do you like, who do we even talk to get a show? Like, I want to like, how do I get in front of someone to sell a show? Even if he just tells me that, gives me a website or a name. Cause like, we're trying, I don't know where the fuck to go. But yeah, so I'll pay the $80 to take a picture with him because then, and to get in front of him and talk to him about it. Cause like, you know, because I'm paying him $80 to take a picture, and they always talk. And Dave Foley's,
Some connections at,
I know, I think it probably happens a lot more than we think.
I want to see.
Who are you going?
I have tickets if I want.
How'd you go? Oh, they were giving them away at Cable 14, and no one won them. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, they have extras. Yeah, they would have extras. Yeah.
I want to see
Who? Linda Carter? No, Linda Carter.
Deep Roy.
Oh, the low person. Yeah. What are you gonna talk to him about? What are you gonna talk?
Actually a midget.
Yes.
Whoa, we don't use that word.
Oh, he is a real midget, like the technical term, which there's not very many left in the world. Like
Good. You know why?
anatomically correct in every way, but a small person.
You know why they're not left? Because they're fucking devils and they should be murdered.
No, those are the dwarves.
Well, he was one, and then they like did all that. Yeah.
No, he had to do all. The
Yeah.
Olympics.
And then they just like
He didn't
copy and pasted.
He was all.
So
the Olympics.
the thousands of Oompa Loompas, he had thousands. They dressed the same, a lot of them.
Yes, exactly.
So he would do the same. He'd do a bunch of moves in there.
Do the scene as this Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
And then they would have to redo the scene.
Wow.
He's over here as this Oompa
Where did he find the time?
on and on and on. He's
You know-
called the hardest working actor.
You know why? Because he doesn't do anything else other than Oompa Loompas.
Deep Roy was in Big Fish too. Do you remember that
Saw
movie,
it.
Big
Sounds
Fish?
terrible.
See it?
Oh, you
Who was he in Big Fish?
He was a circus guy.
Wow, lots of hardest working guy I've ever seen.
That's a great movie. Big Fish. Big
Oh,
Fish.
Big Fish is that not James Cameron. That's a famous guy.
Cameron Crowe? Cameron Crowe, I think, did that. Is it? No?
Cameron Crowe did Famous, right?
Or maybe it is.
Just check your phones, you fucking old
I
fucks.
don't have it. Mine's dead.
Everything's dead in your hands.
My cock doesn't work.
My penis. I fucked up my knee, and then there's a
Oh, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. I fucked up my knee, and then I was thinking, like, what would I rather, fuck up my knee or my boner? And after like 4 days of intense knee pain, I still went, I'd rather fuck up my knee than my penis.
Yeah, honestly, this happened to me this week. I went to the doctor, I told you, and I said how they follow up on my urinary problems because I have this like wicked prostate because I keep making testosterone.
Yeah.
And I'm a real man. And then, but because of that, I can't pee.
Mhm.
So then they gave me these pills that made me pee, but then they made me so I couldn't get a boner.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, well, that's no good. I'd like my boners back. So then they switched it. They said, hey, we'll give you some of this daily dose of Cialis, which they think is, I'm using recreational, so they won't cover it. But anyways, that's beside the point.
Mhm.
But they, so now I get this daily dose of Cialis. Boners are back, better than ever. It's great. And then,
Daily dose. Wow.
yeah, just have a little, a microdose, I guess it's called. You want to have some in your system at all times in case you ever need it.
So it just triggers, like your boner gets like reacts to a trigger. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
a better way of phrasing
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You
Yeah.
still need to have something
A
to
trigger, yeah.
stimulate you, in
I
order
call
for it
it
to work.
trigger. I like gun analogy.
Is that how Viagra works too? Do you just, or do you just take it and just
I
get
think
a
the
boner?
Viagra is just like you get the boner, right?
Yeah, see, that's not what I want. I want some. I still want something to give.
There were
me a boner.
stories of like in Europe where guys would get kidnapped. They would feed them Viagra and then like make them have gay sex and then videotape and go, see, you're gay, you're hard, and not knowing it's actually Viagra. So there's a lot of blackmailing going on because of Viagra.
Is
like
that-
a
did you hear that?
It's a pandemic going on.
Did you hear that story for reals, or are you just,
No, I just made
making
it
it
up.
up?
I just made it up.
We should play two. Yeah, because I was saying that sounds really made up.
Like that's
that-
how you can make like someone look like they were enjoying it. You pump them full of Viagra and then.
I don't think you do get. Do you know? Is that true? You have to. Still
Well, how's
get,
Viagra work? You've been around.
I think you're right, though. In theory, I think Viagra has a direct physiological
Without stimulation.
on your blood pressure or
Mm.
something.
Yeah. Oh.
And whereas I guess Cialis is a subtler brain.
Mhm.
No. What it is it's a dilator. So it just opens up blood flow to everything.
So
they
you're
say-
feeling extra good just in general.
Well,
so
they
you got
just
more
say,
blood.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So you're just feeling good.
You said you could become lightheaded or
Yeah,
have low
yeah,
blood pressures, that sort of thing. But I have high blood pressure, so that's no big deal. It can stand to be lower. And then, and I get dizzy. It's fun. That's like the closest I get.
I hate getting dizzy. Yeah.
You hate it?
Yeah.
I like it. You ever see like a little kid and then they'll just spin around in circles
was never
and
that
then they enjoy it? That kid's going to be an alcoholic.
I don't get spins. Yeah.
They just like it too much.
If I was like hungover, I would never drink as much as I drink. I'm never hungover, and I never get spins. Like maybe 4 times I've been hungover, and it was the worst experience of my life.
I've never
And
seen
I
you
purposely
drunk.
stopped drinking for like a couple of weeks and months after that.
What?
Yeah, the last one I almost died. The last time I got super drunk,
Yeah. How
I was
long
like
ago was
puking. I was like, this was like 4 years ago.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Steve Jordan saved me.
Really?
Like, yeah, like I was fucked up bad, like puking. I couldn't feel my fingers for like 3 days.
So much.
It's just something personal happened. I was like, just fucking started drinking, and then I was just like drinking and like super emotional.
That's not the answer, man.
I know it's not the answer. I mean, like, and then
I'm
I
here
got
for
like,
you.
so sick, and then I remember coming home, and Lauren was like calling me, and she's like, "Where the fuck are you? It's 8:00 in the morning," and I never not go home every time I go out, and I get home and I get in the door and I puke, and then she's laughing at me, and then Logan's like, what the hell, Mom? That's not nice. He's like, puking. He's puking because he did it to himself. It's like, just because he did it to himself, it's not his fault, or whatever. He said something like that, and then she's just like, whatever, I don't care. Your father's drunk. And I'm just like, it's okay, Logan. Like, just, I was so sick. I was for sure sick. Like,
Blood poisoning.
like blood poisoning for sure. Couldn't feel like it took like 6 months. My thumb didn't have feelings in them.
Really?
Yeah, I just had no feeling in my thumb. and never went to the doctor. I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to the doctor. But that first couple of days, I couldn't feel my hands that much. Like my hands were so numb.
How bad was your pain?
Like bad. Like it was like a
Maybe you pinched
I
a nerve in
think I
your
got-
neck from puking or something, and then
maybe that could. Oh, with the hands thing, yeah,
Yeah.
because I do get that anyways. My shoulders are so big.
yeah.
Like medically, they're like big. So
Oh yeah, are they? Do your doctor measure them and say you're
Yeah,
medically
yeah.
jacked, Mr.
I
Battelle?
went to go for my knee, and then I was like, he was saying something about my quads. I'm like, they're so big, they're so big. And then I left, and he never mentioned anything about cholesterol or diabetes. So I'm like, I must be good. He just looked at me.
Squeeze your quad.
Yeah, he squeezed my quads. He's like, well, this is a problem with your knee. And then I was waiting for him to say, well, maybe we should get blood work for all the other problems. But he didn't say that, which means there are no other problems. Because he looked at me in the eye and he goes, and then I was fine, man. Normally, doctors, if they,
Got it all
well, they're sworn, right? If they see someone, like they see him, they go, oh, let's get a bunch of work done, right? And then they see me and they just go, specimen, I think was a word that came out of his mouth. He goes, specimen? I mean, Joe Batello. Oh, yeah. He's calling me specimen for a long time.
all in the student doctors.
Yeah, like,
Sir,
listen, this isn't in your books. Your books ain't gonna have a specimen like this.
Yeah, this is.
they're like-
We haven't seen a Neanderthal.
Yeah, we haven't seen the doctor. Isn't it called the missing link?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, that we call this the missing link.
Come in here.
And then they start measuring everything, and they're like, we don't have tapes in medical school that big for his neck. 22-inch neck, bro.
Is that what you have
22-inch. I had to go to Big and Tall. Did I tell you this?
for your 22-inch neck?
So I had to go get.
'Cause you had
I
to
got
get-
suited up. I got
I
suited up,
saw that.
and
White
I went.
shoes?
I went to White Runners. They're Pumas, which are still like, they're not.
I thought you look sharp, dude.
Thank you. A lot of people. I don't have to get confirmation or affirmation. I know I look amazing, but thank you.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated more on
wasn't
social
doing
media.
it, so
If
you
you put
felt
on
good.
social media, I would have
Just
liked
I
it.
thought it was true.
Thank you.
I'm not going to share anything with your picture.
All right. So
I do one picture of you a year. It's the one.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, the one I use all the time. Yeah, in your pool. Oh yeah.
No, I went. The Captain America costume.
Yeah,
I
I
just
loved it,
showed
yeah.
the close up of his
Yeah,
penis head in the
I
Captain
love
America.
PP. Whenever it comes on Facebook
I think for your
Memories.
birthday.
No, I think that was October. I think.
October, yeah, Halloween. I do.
So anyway, so I go to get clothes in like a regular tuxedo or suit place, and they're like, the guy's like, there's a lot we don't have for you. Yeah. He goes, you're big, and I go, not tall, right? He goes, just big, and then
So you have
But-
to go to a big and tall store.
no,
because-
just for my shirt. I couldn't find a shirt. I got like a custom suit. I got a suit, but it was tailored at a regular suit store, which was really nice. And then by the shirt, I had to go to the Big and Tall, and that place is cool as fuck. But she measured my neck. The lady was all over me, dude. She's like just all over me. I know they kind of have to be, but I was like, I loved everything she was doing to me, like everything. She tied my tie, was this close to me, and I was like, you do this a lot, right? She goes, yeah. I'm like, well, how do you deal with bad breath? She goes, oh, I just don't inhale. And it was like, I want to kiss her so fucking bad. Hey, Lauren, how's it going? I wanted to kiss her so bad. You know what I mean? Like, she was that close. I was like, you're so nice to me.
Tell me if this is a normal thing, Val. This is when I was like in my 20s, right? I went to the mall to buy my wife a bra, right?
That's
for
not
Christmas, right? Right. Or she said she wanted a bra or whatever. And so I went to like one of the panty shops, like La Senza or something like that. Don't say panties.
Yeah, Knickers.
Oh yeah.
Knickers store.
Drawers. I
Draw.
read the place where you buy drawers. And anyways, the lady goes, how big is what size is your wife? And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's like a 32. And then she goes, what cup size? And I'm like, I don't know, like a B or a C, I think I said at the time. And then she's like, well, how would you, like, she's trying to get me to describe how big the girl's boob, like how big Jane's boobs are. And then she goes, at one point, she takes her shirt and she goes like this, like she pulls the shirt to show how big her boob is. And she says, well, I'm a C. How does it compare to this? That's what she said. She did, the girl. And I was like, I thought that was really hot, and then every time I told people that story, they're like, I don't think girls do that. Like, I don't think, huh?
Yeah, they do. They totally do stuff like that for us.
They know that.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
good. Cause you just don't know what to do,
You
you-
attack, bro.
No, it's weird. I might say, well, I'm a C. I might say that,
Yeah. I think this
I
girl
don't know that I'd be going.
like pull. Yeah, that.
I don't know that I'd do that.
See, that wasn't to turn us off.
B.
That was for comedy.
B.
But B. No, she's
See, dang
she's a
it. See, I'm
C
still
all
not
day.
good out of it.
Leaning to a D.
yeah, she's
36?
big ones, man.
No.
34.
4
34.
Yeah.
C.
or D is my.
Solid. That's a solid tit. That's a solid tit
But
size.
I also
I had no idea.
She
you were
hides
so
it. Yeah,
chesty.
she hides it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
don't play it up.
That's why I did
Oh,
the.
you should wear more
That's why I
bikinis
wired her
on the
up. That's why
podcast.
on the movie I always wired her. I was like, I'll wire her up, and then I would wire her up, like put tape on her boob to hold the wire.
Is that what you did me too?
Yeah, I was like, I'll wire you up.
Yeah. All you kept having to adjust
Okay,
the wire
but
with your mouth.
not what you just did, but when you like someone, you do things on purpose to get them to like you. Like you'll start touching them. Yes. Okay. Because you're not normally touching if you don't like someone.
How about when you fix your hair? Like when there's a handsome
In a
guy,
conversation.
and you just is that a conscious thing or a subconscious thing that women do?
Like this kind of thing.
Like they'll start kind of preening
like
themselves, and it's not even when they're talking to you. It's like if they notice, you'll notice like a good-looking guy will walk in the room, and like when women notice them, they'll like start like
Yeah, when AJ
making
walks
sure
in,
their their clothes are nice and their hair is good and stuff. And I don't even think it's conscious. I think it's just something
conscious.
that they.
Yeah, I would immediately want to go to the bathroom and check myself.
If there's a handsome guy come in,
Like, because
Yeah.
you get wet that fast.
No, but for
Oh.
some reason there's just a part of me that
Oh,
if I look okay.
and smell okay.
Yeah, and smell okay.
can you imagine being that good looking that where you
I'm around it a lot.
where
yeah.
people would want to like look good for you just because you
Yeah,
look so good?
Yeah, there's guys like that. I mean, people do that. Like, I find they
I
don't.
wouldn't care a bit.
I think they do that in front of me a lot. I think they like sort of act more heroic around me. Like
Maybe.
when I meet a man, they just like they size me up and they have a story or two that to prove how heroic they are. They shake my hand, they go, baled a couple tons of hay this morning. And I go, that's good, man. That's good.
Do you think when you see a bunch of real men,
Yeah.
do you think like I'm amongst that
Yeah.
community?
I size up. Don't you size up every man that you see?
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, we all do it. I always go, can I fuck this guy up? Or is there something in this room that could help me fuck that guy up?
To be honest, I have a bias that's probably gonna get me killed one day.
Mm.
That I think I'm stronger than everybody
Yeah.
that comes from the city. Like,
Yeah,
everybody.
you're not wrong though. A
It
lot of
just
city
seems like
people
they don't have country strength.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. My boss is a country boy and he's country strong. Like,
Yeah.
there's a thing called country strong. We say out
It
here.
is. I
It's
think
country stuff, country strong, and he's got that country strength, kind of strength you only get from years of like dude
hard labor
chores.
from a
Yeah.
baby. You have to do
Yeah.
labor.
Like as a
from
baby, like you have to
labor.
milk your own mom's tits for milk as a country baby.
You gotta sell a liter,
City
drink a
baby,
liter. Sell a
city
liter, drink a
baby,
liter.
city baby gets a tit placed in the mouth. Country baby has to, while mama's out collecting beans, milk it himself. Just latch on.
Or she
and
leaves her
milk.
boob at home.
Yeah.
And then she goes to collect
yeah, yeah.
beans.
No, he has to crawl. That's how you learn how to.
Oh, while
That's
she's
how us country
picking
folk
beans?
learn how to crawl.
What?
Yeah, he's like, hey, he crawls as she's like going way by the water, and she's singing that as she's like picking stuff, right? Nah, you know what I mean. Whatever, corn.
Wait,
And way by the water.
wait in the
Whatever. I was never.
Word
I
in the
was never a
water,
slave. I don't know the
children.
song.
I was a child slave for real.
And
Not even
you
kidding.
see a baby crawl. A country baby just crawls different. Country baby crawls for life. Cause city baby crawl for fun. When you see a country baby crawl, there's a purpose to the crawl.
Feel.
There's a purpose. Your city folk, when your baby crawl, that's for fun. When a country baby crawls, because
We're not
there's
sand
a
leaves.
predator, there's a dog loose in the house, and mama's too busy pitching hay in the back. I gotta find my mama. You see in the gate of the crawl, you see how it's different.
It's true. It's not. You're not that wrong.
I'm not wrong,
No.
because country folk are rarely wrong about country stuff.
Well, I'm just telling you, we're stronger than you are.
Yeah, I'm a country.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
I'm half country.
I'm a country.
I'm a country.
I'm a country.
I like
What country
Blake
are you
Shelton.
from? Is that your?
Yeah,
Do we sound like Do we sound?
you sound slower. Yeah, so
Slower,
you
yeah.
think you're always stronger than everyone from the city?
And you guys
I
think you're
always
stupid.
know I'm smarter than someone from the city.
From
I
the co-
walk
from the
both
city?
worlds. I'm like Blade when it comes to like
You think
city.
you're smarter than the people from the country?
Yeah, unless they're like actually smarter than me, like if they're like a doctor. But even then, I'm like,
I am. I seem dumber than I am.
you're not far off from what you seem though.
No,
You took like 85 minutes to fix a
it's the battery
mouse.
is.
Well, you know how you fix that in the city? You get a new one.
I know it's all. the way in the
Here you're
house.
like, I hope God fixes this real soon because this
God did
podcast.
fix it, didn't he?
No, he did not, sir, because God doesn't work like that. And you would know if you were a true city country folk.
You got to figure out where you're from.
I can't figure out where, because I'm a walker of two worlds like Blade. They call me Country Blade.
Was Blade
Blade
Snipes
was
a vampire?
a vampire and a day walker. I'm a country
How can
folk
a vampire go in the daytime? Is he
because he was born of a woman.
because he got dark?
So his the origin of Blade is this. How do you not know?
I've never watched Blade.
You never watched Blade?
No, sorry.
Blade's mom's attacked by a vampire. She starts turning, but she got attacked while she was in labor. So Blade got vampire blood in him, but he was already like developed as a fucking baby. So the blood was going through, vampire blood got into him one last time.
Somehow it ended up creating this. He's a
this-
vampire and a human.
Yeah, he's a vampire. He has all the strengths of a vampire and none of its weaknesses. And I know you're not supposed to call vampire an it because they're people like everyone else, but they're not. They're its.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I'm not
like,
for vampire
but
rights.
so that's how he can be in the daytime. So could he see his reflection?
Yeah. So what did I just say? If you weren't listening,
All the
country, hey,
weaknesses.
country.
So
Hey, country
garlic
boy, listen
doesn't
up.
kill him. Garlic doesn't kill him. The silver bullet, the stake in the heart.
You're starting
all
to
that
figure it out, country boy. Listen,
Yeah, yeah. I have
all
to
of
spell
the
it out.
strengths,
Yeah, all the strength.
none of the weaknesses of the vampire.
What is the strength of a vampire then?
Literal physical strength,
Oh, okay, and then they can turn into a bat.
speed. No, that's made up bullshit.
They can't turn into bats.
No, man, that's not real.
Well, that's not what I always heard.
What? Yeah, that's made up.
Not the whole thing.
No, that's a whole thing.
So I have to get this straight though. Is it a weakness that they have to drink blood all the time?
No, that's not a weakness.
That's a strength.
That's a strength, man.
They can't eat.
No,
regular
that's a
food.
weakness. I think it's a weakness.
It's like metal to him.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like metal to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a taste of metal.
Pennies.
I taste. What do you like? What do you like? Rap music? You don't like metal? I like the taste of metal in my mouth.
Buttholes.
Do they? You're eating the wrong buttholes. My butthole tastes
Tin
like Korean
Mans.
barbecue. I had Korean bar. Yo, I got fucked up. This is another very man thing where it's like, they're like, do you want, how do you want your Korean barbecue sandwich? And then I'm like, I want it. I go, what do you mean? She's
Is that
like,
Korean.
do you want spicy or not spicy? And I go, spicy. Because I'm a man. I go, I can handle spicy.
Yeah.
And then I sit down on a bucket when I'm at work. I take a couple bites. I go, woo, woo, in front of like four other men. I'm like, woo, just like so hot. And they're like, well, you can't handle heat? Oh, let me tell you, I can handle heat. And everyone goes around saying how they can handle heat because I'm sweating because it was so hot. I was like, I've never ate here before. I didn't know it was that hot.
And all those guys were calling you a pussy.
Yeah, they're right away. They're like,
They can eat
oh,
hotter
you
stuff.
think you can handle nothing? And I'm like, take a bite.
I don't
Like,
understand that as like, why does that make you like more manly to handle spice,
tolerating
you know?
pain, man.
Oh, is it what it is?
Yeah, it's about tolerance.
Have you done the hot five?
No, I
thing?
don't. No, man, I don't get
Have you
booked at
done?
Levity,
No.
bro.
No, but I feel like I could do it.
Did you
I am
email?
doing it on next Thursday.
Oh, you got on? You got through?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to eat those 5 chicken wings and tell 5 old dick jokes.
Yeah, my problem was that you had to do 5 minutes of material, and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey.
I can't do that. No, I just didn't want it. I never applied for it. I don't like those little tricks of shows, like when the gimmick shows. I'm not
Yeah,
really
I
a big
like-
fan.
I kind of like it because,
Well, everyone
makes you-
goes too.
yeah, but it also like from a performance standpoint, it takes you out of your comfort zone, and then it throws a curve into it, and then I think it's something to play off of. It's just another foil to play off of, and it makes if you're telling old jokes you're kind of bored with, then it makes them fun.
I don't have the discipline to challenge myself like that. Like my thing is like, if I'm not enjoying the show I'm going to go do, I'm not going to do the show. And like you're making like you're disciplined. Yeah. I don't have any discipline. That's the last thing I put into stand up is discipline. Like this is me being real, bro. Like no country talk.
But I got to tell you, this
no
is
discipline.
You remember that show you brought me to in Mississauga?
Oh, the Canvas. Yeah. That's a great show. I went back. Yeah.
It's a good show. And then I followed you that night.
And I was how good was I? Tell her.
Well, I am going to tell her. Joe was good. He did well that night, and then he's coming. And afterwards, he even said, "P, you're my good luck charm. Every time I go over you, I kill." And then, but right when you came off the stage after you quote unquote killed, you were muttering "fuck, fuck, fuck" to yourself and beating yourself up as you got off the stage.
Was I?
Yeah.
What was I doing that for?
I have no idea, but I got a new respect for you when I saw it happen, because I was like, I did see you do good, and still when you were coming off the stage, you were thinking like stuff you could have said better.
No. I remember exactly. It was like there was a couple,
or missed opportunities or whatever it was.
Yes.
And I'm like, there. I said, I didn't know you had that in you, because you always seem like you have it. No, that's the strength, because if you, I always thought you just were having fun and you didn't care, but you can't get better if you don't care. And
I can't.
And you do care, because when I saw you beating yourself up over the missed things, I'm like, oh, there is, like, he is like does care as much as everyone else. It matters,
especially that, like when because it was one of those rare times I was able to like control myself during the set where I was like, okay, this is what you say next, instead of just riding the wave, which I've done so many times, where I was saying fuck because I was like, there's so many other things I was gonna play with that because I got distracted and went back to this other thing instead of playing with that thing. That's why I was saying fuck because I was like,
you missed a few
even
things.
Fucking better, But I was still happy with my set. I was happy,
But I know that, but that's the thing. Like even when you're happy, there's still an element of criticism, and that's what I'm like. People that get good at everything kind of are never really content.
Well, I think it's that taking pride. Like I still think I'm not disciplined enough, but like I take pride in being funny, and I want to be funnier. So it's like that. So I am working on becoming funnier. So it's like, but I still know very well what my weaknesses are on. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't like people knowing that I care. I like the image of people going, he's a clown.
Well, you have to be watching closely to pick up on it. But
really
I only noticed it because you were getting off as I was going on, and I was so I was kind of waiting as you came off, and but like on stage you didn't know, and no one knows. But that's the thing of it all is like you hit it for me from all these years that I didn't know you did that stuff to yourself.
No, I
where some people you see them like they just like it's like a open book, they come off and they're like,
no man, I'm later.
He was famous for beating himself up after every single show.
Yeah, but we all do it.
Never, ever happy with the show.
Yeah, you go home and get boozed by himself, eh?
Yeah, but you mean like the hiding it though? Like Dave probably hit it very well, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like having that image of me. Like I like being seen as a thing. And no, I don't need someone to see me that way.
No, that's the behind the curtain of like the Wizard of Oz thing. That's how the sausage is made. You don't want to. I find that interesting because I'm like working with you, and I like doing the same thing as you, and then that's what I'm doing, and then I'm like, can you do this without doing that? And then when I see that, oh, you're doing it, you're just hiding it better.
I again,
but also I do think there's a value to it. Like there is a value to it because it makes you better. If you were to sit there, because those delusional, like people that are delusional, I think there's everything they're do the
is
same.
So they
funny.
come out like I'm a pussy hunter. Like they're all psychos.
They're not gonna like. If you don't know when you did bad, how are you going to stop being bad?
Well, that's like we know anyone with any sort of realistic view of themselves knows exactly how they did every set. Yeah. There's no like you can't hide what happened in front of your fucking eyes. Like
no, I don't agree Because sometimes you can have a great set, but you, for whatever reason, didn't hear the laughs. You just didn't hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but you, for some reason, you didn't hear them, and you think you did poorly. Or there are some people who perceive their reception as way better than it actually was.
like, I'm very honest with
Yeah,
her. Like,
that's true.
Val sees everything like a lot more. I'm just more comfortable too, like being sort of open and like more like, you know, not weak, but like just more what's it called, fuck, whatever. I'm just like, I'm more comfortable you seeing me like kind of like, you know, like break down and like hate myself, or like I'm more comfortable than like Pete seeing me do that, or a guy. I'm more comfortable in front of like you or like another girl, because like I feel more comfortable being, what's a word, I can't even fucking find the word, but like being not vulnerable. That's it. Yeah, see, I hate that word so much. Yeah. I am far more vulnerable in front of you than I am in front of Peter.
You have a bad set.
Yeah, you know, like that we just talked about in the car, was like, I was like, I fucking ate so much shit. You're like, it wasn't as bad as you think it was. It's like, but I let you know, I'm like, I was terrible. You're like, no, you got some laughs. But in my head, I saw myself as complete, utter fucking garbage. I did nothing well. Nothing came out the way I wanted it to come out of my mouth, or the reactions were nothing like I intended them to be. So
sometimes it's your own filter too, because you know, like you said, like you don't. I don't. Oftentimes don't hear the laughter. I just don't hear laughter. I was at the German Hall, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, doing that show for David Green, and they had told me, they warned him too. A second show, at local show, that they warned the booker to tell me not to be too vulgar, because I have a local reputation. Yeah, I don't understand where it comes from, like why I'm getting.
You said that, and I'm like, still can't believe that that's a thing, that they think you're.
Very funny dick joke, but I don't.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. At one time, I think I tried some jokes that were a little dirtier that didn't work.
And so
local, and it was local.
Yeah.
So I bombed, and that's the thing about doing local shows, man. I don't even. But so I told the audience that I go, the owner here said for me not to be too vulgar, and the crowd all boos. So I'm like, okay, I'm off the hook then, because if they don't want to hear that. And then, but they were rowdy, and they were heckling the whole way through, and the ambulance had to come in and get a guy out partway through the show. He was almost dead, and then the guy comes over and says, "Should we call an ambulance?" to the bartender, and the bartender's like, "Why?" And he just points. There's a guy like looking dead there, and then I go and like try to wake him up. I'm like, why am I doing this? You know, like, and then
you're a hero in the middle of your set. Like,
well,
hey,
no, I was
tell you jokes.
I hadn't gone up yet. It was another guy on stage. The other guy with cancer.
There's another comic with cancer.
Yeah, this guy from Niagara.
Oh, Mitch. Yeah.
Mitch. Yeah. So Mitch was on stage. Poor bastard.
Did he have cancer? This was recent then, because he just got.
It was
cancer.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Or something. 3 weeks ago or something. But anyways.
Mitch was at my last show that I wanted to like fucking quit.
Lovely. I want to hear about the.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the dead guy. Yeah, they did actually a really good job of not disrupting the show. Most of the audience didn't know that the guy was being taken out, because they were kept real quiet about it. And even when they were calling the ambulance and being worried about him, but I grab him, and then he's like dead. And then all of a sudden you hear him just go, like this big snore comes out, and then he opens his eyes, and then you can tell he doesn't know like who you are or where he is and stuff. And then he goes, "Did I have a seizure?"
Yeah, a seizure.
And then I go, I don't know. He goes, "I have seizures. I think I probably had a seizure."
I think for sure, bud. That's.
And then so the ambulance was coming.
Even Riley knows she has seizures.
You don't know where you are.
Yeah, it's a seizure. Yeah, it's a seizure. I've seen them 1,000 times. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what it was. Anyways, but
but he should know what it is.
The comic, he just had a seizure.
Yeah,
he's a little groggy.
I have
just coming out of a seizure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they get.
Yeah, your daughter probably right when she's coming out of it doesn't know. Maybe.
No, I mean like confused. I think she knows like she has them.
Yeah. Anyways, no big deal. The guy, he's fine. He's going out of the with the ambulance. People get checked out, but the audience doesn't know this, because they've been real discreet about the whole thing, and. So they're facing, their back is to it, right? But the comedian's staring right at it, right? So he makes a mistake of like telling everybody like they're bringing a guy out.
Like, stop.
Now the audience all wants to watch that instead of his jokes, right? Plus they're Delhi's finest, and they're rowdy and they're drunk and they're heckling everybody. And then when I went up, they sold me as a hometown hero and stuff. And then when I said that thing about I'm going to do whatever I want anyways, and then the crowd kind of liked it, and then they were kind of on my side, so they didn't heckle me at all. And then so I came off the stage and I said to Mitch, I'm like, did I do okay? And he goes, oh, like no one heckled you, and you got the biggest response so far. And I was like, oh, good, because I couldn't hear. I didn't know at all. Like I had no idea. But apparently I did well. But if I would have done bad, I don't know if I would have known either. Like I don't know. Sometimes I just
there's
can't
a lot going
tell.
on too. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I sometimes just can't tell. That was the point, is that you just don't hear it. And without somebody, I have to watch the tape sometimes. One time I watched a tape of a set I did, and I cried at the end because I was so happy that they enjoyed my jokes that much.
Aww.
Because I was like, I just got emotional because I was like, holy crap, all these years of working on it. And then one lady at the end where I made her hold my camera, and you hear her go, yes. She was like, yes,
nice.
at the end. Like,
it's nice too, because like you've never done well, so to have
have it on tape.
Yeah, it's so nice. Yeah.
It's like catching lightning in a bottle, man. It's like,
I knew eventually I would do well.
You just keep taping everything until that you can get one time where it works good.
I'm super concerned that an establishment cares more about the comedy show than the lives of their like patrons. Like, who gives a fuck about, listen, I love stand-up, but who gives a fuck about stand-up comedy when someone's dying? Stop the show, take care of the person dying. Like, that's so weird to like, shh, it's over. And then the ambulance, the paramedics are like, oh, it's a comedy show.
Yeah, take it easy.
I love stand-up. We'll take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Sir, who gives a fuck about stand-up?
Well, you know,
someone's life is more important than us telling jokes.
I was telling you, Caesars are pretty quiet.
And some of them are. I mean, that one was a quiet one, but what if he was having like a full-on fucking grand, like, oh, dude, they're like, I've seen every single one under the sun.
Did I tell you what happened to my buddy in here?
Yeah, seizure here?
No, he didn't have a seizure, but I gave him weed. He doesn't smoke weed very often. And then he all of a sudden just ass over tea kettle, just passes out. We had a show at Swazi.
An instant passing out? Like,
he got green, he kind of greened out, and then just fainted.
Oh, wow.
And then we don't know what happened. And then my brother kind of caught him as he was falling. And then he's lying on the ground. He's unresponsive.
Country strong brother.
Mike went to go run to get his wife because she's a nurse. And he's like sprinting and stuff because we think he's like dead or something. And then, so I'm like holding him and I'm like, oh, wake up. And then he all of a sudden, just lets out this huge fart, like gross fart. And I'm like, oh my, this is the evacuating his bowels, you know, like, before he dies. Like, oh my God, I was really thought. And then his eyes open up. And then I go, he's like, what happened? And then I go, I think you shit your pants, man.
That weed was good.
And then he goes, I go, you fainted, and I think you shit your pants, man. And then he goes, oh no, it was only a fart. That's what he says. Yeah. Like, as he was only a fart. And then later on, he admits to me that he was out of it when I said that. Yeah. And he just lied to me, saying it was only a fart. And he went to the bathroom to check. And I go, what'd you find out? And he goes, no more than normal.
Oh.
What a gross guy. Yeah. Also Portuguese, Joe.
Also Portuguese? Yeah. I fainted from smoking weed?
Yeah.
Pussy.
My cousin did it too one time, and he's Dutch. It doesn't matter. The weed's crazy now.
It's that powerful? It's just like,
I guess so. Sometimes it'll get you crazy.
You don't think it's like more than like it's like the whole thing is adding to it, like anxiety of smoking the weed and all that? Do you think the actual weed is what knocked him out?
I don't know. He's just like a father of young children, and he's like got a job. And he doesn't do this regular.
So
he drove a long day, didn't eat supper, and you know, like he drove like 4 hours to be here. It just kind of was a combination of everything.
Yeah, there's no way it's just weed did that to him.
Yeah.
So but you got a lot of people dying on you.
They didn't die, though. They just look like they're dying.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't had a real... I was one time at a restaurant, too, just to pick up some takeout, and the guy in front of me was paying, and then he just ate shit, like just dropped.
Yeah, fainted again.
And then
Yeah.
they had to get an ambulance to get him out.
It's funny. I'm the opposite. Do you know how many times I've helped deliver a baby when I'm out?
How many?
Three times. 3 times I've been out somewhere and I have to help deliver a baby. So I bring life into the world more than
That'd be awesome.
I don't
to be
watch
honest.
life checked out. I'm usually like, I think God.
I believe
has a
that's
plan
never
for me
happened to you,
to be
Joe.
the face of like welcome to the universe. This is who greets you, Joe Botello. And I go, push. And
I think you have a perfect face for yelling at vaginas. Because the kid's not gonna remember you,
No,
but
dad does. The dad
Dad will
remembers,
remember.
Yeah.
It was like, that's that weird guy who's yelling at my
No,
wife's
and the
vagina.
wife goes, "Oh yes, he was." Have you ever had a near death?
In there like a vet, go up into the
Yeah.
elbow and just pull them out.
I actually just go head first usually. I go, listen, hands are gonna do nothing in there because I'm country strong. I might rip stuff apart. Let me put my head in, grease my head, go in, grab the kid by the umbilical cord, and pull him out. That's how I do it.
Then you knock.
I grab the umbilical cord, I go, oh no.
Get the cables.
I go, kid, pay attention. This is how you eat pussy. Oh no.
You teach
And
right,
then-
out of the gate.
And
like
then,
that?
and then I go in the dad's mouth. I go, that's what the cuck is called, cuck. And then, no, and then I slap the baby.
Butterfly kisses, Joe. Remember?
But I have delivered so much life into this world. I feel
Uh,
like these
that-
hands.
You're bullshitting.
He is bullshitting. But
Um,
but you know that is a fantasy of yours, though.
What,
For
to-
real, to deliver a baby.
I would love to be like,
To be in a taxi cab
Yeah.
or on a bus, and
yeah,
you'd love to step up and take.
like yeah, we're on a bus and it's like
I get it because I share
it'd
the
be so
fantasy.
awesome. It'd be
Yeah,
so
it would be
awesome.
right.
And like the
I
lady
think I
doesn't,
could do
the
it.
lady doesn't speak English, so it has to be all emotion because but she senses my spirit. Because like when women are pregnant, their spirit sort of like dims a little bit because they use their spirit to fill the vessel of a new soul. Yeah, so it's like she doesn't know what's going on, but the baby is sensing because it's a new soul. Senses a
Push when she does.
no. I go.
Pussy.
And she goes, see, usually it's a Mexican. I go,
Always.
ay, mucho bueno, and then she goes, no, I go, push, you can do this. And then I find the most common thing with a woman who's in labor is you grab the hair that's always dangling in front of their eyes because they're like, ooh. So you grab it and you pull it behind you and you go, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And you say it like 3 or 4 times, and they start to believe you until the next contraction, and then you have to start the process all over again. You grab their hair, you go, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And then when it is okay, you go, I fucking told you, it's gonna be okay.
You could be a doula, man.
Yeah.
You could be a doula.
What's a doula?
A doula is basically like a birthing coach.
Yeah, I could do that.
Baby on.
Yeah, I go, this is what you have to get to. This is a goal in life to be near these. Here you go. Remember that feeling.
Watch me.
Tits. Yeah, I'll show you.
You'd make a better wet nurse than a doula.
Yeah, I'd
though.
be a better.
Yeah.
I mean, boobs are so nice. I like butts, but boobs are so nice.
Too bad you couldn't give milk though.
You can get milk. You can.
You can't give milk.
Me give milk?
Yeah.
No, you don't want none of my milk, anyways.
No. Why not?
I don't think it's good for you. Like the milk of a king is like
The milk of a human is got to be better than the milk of a
No.
cow, is my opinion.
no, but like a male's milk is not.
No, it's we don't
Yeah.
have any. That's what
Yeah.
it is. But I'm saying you seem like you would like to feed
Like
people with your
yeah,
food.
I would feed.
Because you like having your nipple. You like nipple
Yes,
play,
Yeah,
and
and
you
I like
have
milk.
supple breasts.
Yeah, I do have supple breasts. I would feed a baby if we had to. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would inject.
I would when I
would
was-
inject milk into my breast, and then feed the baby that milk.
When I had newborn kids, I'm not even kidding. Like
Mhm.
it was I was really jealous of my wife because she got to form that bond
Yeah.
with breastfeeding. I couldn't, you know.
And she got all the like, you're amazing. It's like, what? I didn't do anything.
Kids
Like,
hated me. The babies
Mhm.
hate their dad. They don't
That's
like
true.
their dad. They
'Cause
we
you
don't
fuck
give
their
them
moms.
we don't give them anything to eat. We're not.
well, you have to pay attention. Didn't you hug them and kiss them and stuff?
I did all that stuff, but
Yeah.
they still want their mother and the food.
Because
and
humans
that's
are selfish,
survival.
bro. They're selfish. Kids should know you're the better parent just off the top.
No, yeah,
Okay, so
I'm not the better parent.
you're the better. Like, would you go to jail for your kids?
Yeah,
Like for anything?
I would take the fall.
Interesting.
Take the fall.
Interesting.
Kids. All right. Let's say your kids murder someone accident.
Do I want this person murdered? No, it's accident, right?
Yeah, like the boyfriend, or girlfriend.
Before the cops
Yeah.
arrive, you say, "All right, look, here's how it went down.
Mhm.
I did it. Okay, wipe your fingerprints off,
Mhm.
or whatever."
Yep.
You would take the fall.
Yeah, like OJ. He did that.
Did he? Wait, did his kid kill his mom?
Yeah,
Is
OJ.
that one of the things?
That was because it had to be the matching DNA. So one of the theories was it was OJ's kid.
Oh my god, that would change everything. I could see that,
Jealous
man.
of his mom moving on with another relationship.
Yeah.
Was the motive.
Or his mom not fucking a black dude. How could you go away? Why could you go back to white? No,
Yeah. He's Jewish, right? Wasn't he? Goldman?
I don't know, man. I was like a kid when
Is
this
Jewish
happened.
white?
Okay,
Same.
okay, so that's the accident. What if your daughter is an actual serial killer? Would you still take the fall?
No.
Like she craves death. Like
No, I can't take a crime. I can't take the fall for a crime that's too heinous
mm,
for me to do.
like you don't
I
want.
think
Wait,
every
is it
crime
because you
is,
don't
though.
want people to think you're that, or is it because you just?
No, I just don't want. I just would want to. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't let them just go to jail. It depends. If they do something terrible,
Mm,
then yeah, I had nothing to do with that. They should just go to jail.
but
But if
accident
it's like
for sure.
if it's an accident
Mm.
or they get caught up in something, or if it was like a vehicular manslaughter, like
Mhm.
something like that. Like we're leaving a Christmas party, we're both fine, but
Like hit and run, and they run away.
I was like we like she killed someone in the car. I'm like, oh, this is gonna ruin her life.
Yeah.
I would like I'll jump in the driver's seat. And say,
Father of the year, father. What would you do?
What? Okay, I want to ask one.
Okay, one more. Okay.
It's an accident. Kill somebody. Take the fall for it.
yeah.
Then you find out. First,
Oh.
Oh, and she's
In jail, she comes in and go
you try to
clear her name.
clear your name.
Oh, it's a good movie. Write it down.
I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, he's so busy getting raped at this
To
point.
be honest, I think I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm probably just gonna work out and
You'll have you'll
I
have
have my
no
word on it.
anxiety. You'd be like,
Yeah.
this was the best thing for me.
I really just needed jail.
Yeah, I just needed
Some
jail.
time.
Just to like
Just to
clear.
sort my stuff
There
out.
was a fog in front of me, and I think jail cleared it. Okay.
Just
okay.
think about my stories, my Instagram stories
Oh, yeah.
from jail.
Are you allowed to Instagram?
don't
Okay,
know, are
so
you?
you're a good dad for doing this. I would
haven't
bury a
done
body. No, but like, hey, Logan comes to me, he's like, I hit a guy, and I go, like, got scared, ran away. I'm like, we're going to fucking get the body, and we're burying it.
But if they figured
Yeah.
out it was one of you guys,
I
who
take the
killed him,
blame. Yeah, I take the blame.
Then you take the blame.
Yeah, and like, would you? I feel like because your daughter's adopted, like if
There's more chance of this happening.
and her daughter's Mexican, so
Oh yeah, double.
for sure crimes.
I take the fall.
Yeah. Okay. Act like your daughter. Your daughter's like working, cleaning hotels, and a guy grabs her and she pushes him, and he falls and hits his head
And dies.
and dies. Do you take that?
I'm there.
You're there. You're dropping off empanadas or whatever, some Mexican food to her, and then you see, and you're like, oh, I can't believe this happened.
I try to cover it up
hmm
to make it look like she didn't do anything.
Mm.
But I take the fall for her. Then?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would.
How happy I am with my relationship.
It's all based on the relationship.
Yeah, if I'm like, and you just get out.
You're like, this is finally some.
Yeah.
I gotta break this kid.
This
Oh,
I could see that because it's like everything I know about jail, it does seem very calm in there. If you're not getting assaulted,
Yeah, not getting assaulted. I think I
seems
could.
very
A
calm.
lot of people getting their degrees.
Yeah.
Finding God and
Well,
stuff.
that's the bad part, but yeah. Reading books, like from cover to cover.
I think it's fun.
It's like a retreat.
I would go hardcore. Like if
Food's terrible.
food's terrible?
Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, I did hear that too. Yeah.
That would be the tough part for me with the
But
food.
I can't believe how many consensual visits you can get from wives.
Conjugal?
Conjugal, yeah. Sorry, consensual. I said
Yeah.
conjugal.
And how many crazy women will bang?
Oh,
in
yeah,
jail.
So for
'Cause
me,
you don't have to have a date. You don't have to have a relationship with them.
no,
You
no.
go in and you can have a physical relationship, and then he's not like owning your life and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So like it is, I can kind of see the allure for the girl, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, it's someone
get a
paying attention to
boyfriend.
them too, right?
But you don't have to have the obligation.
I think more than that, it's a sense of security for them because they know where he is and what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's not going to cheat.
Because these are the women who've been cheated on before.
Do you think it's all that?
Yeah.
Because you see,
Is developing a relationship. Is developing a relationship
Mhm.
with the person because she doesn't have self-confidence to have a real.
I've seen I've seen every type of woman be that, like in those documentaries where they're like, how could you ever do this? At first I used to think, oh, it's just ugly women, but it's like, no, it's like that makes more sense. A woman with trust issues, that because that could be hot or ugly. It's like that's crazy, man.
For whatever reason, they don't trust that they deserve
Yeah,
or can keep it.
yeah. But imagine that it's like you get mostly hot chicks doing that, and you're like,
Yeah. You want to hear a story about a Hungarian boogeyman?
what do you mean, like a real, like,
You know how like in different cultures they have the boogeyman, and it's to
Yeah.
scare kids.
yeah.
Well,
I
in
didn't know so much about Hungary.
my wife's Hungarian, my mother's Hungarian.
Mm.
So there's a lot of Hungarians around me in my life.
Should this be called a segment? Welcome to Hungary.
Live from the Hungarian Hall,
Yeah.
but there's already a Hungarian Hall
All right.
in Delhi, but there's no Dutch.
The
Anyways,
Hungry Minute brought to you by Pete Van Dyke.
so you heard of like the boogeyman,
Yes.
right? And I don't know what's in other cultures. They have like these like El Gacho or something. They'll get you in the night. It's
Yeah.
always like usually a
Like
monster.
the golem or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Jewish, yeah.
Well, in Hungary, the big thing is it's the copper-dicked owl. Copper-dicked owl.
Does it sound better in Hungarian?
In Hungarian, it's like it's just a big long bunch of noises, but it's translated into copper dick owl,
Mhm.
copper dicked owl, and it is an owl with a copper dick,
And
and they say you should have been taken by the copper dick owl, is what they'll say. Like, and if you're
if you didn't
bad.
clean your room or something.
Yeah, if you're just like annoying somebody,
Mm.
like if you were bothering me, I'd say you should have been taken by the copper dick owl.
Hmm.
And then basically where it comes from, as I come to find out, is that there's this like hook tool that they use in like abortions, and it's called a copper dick. Because it looks like a dick, the hook thing or whatever, they hook out the baby. And then an owl was like a slang term a long time ago for a doctor. So that basically is a way
metaphor,
of saying you should have been aborted. But then it got
Morphed into this.
it got morphed into an actual owl with a copper dick, and now it's kind of like their boogeyman.
Your YouTube searches are so different than mine.
Isn't that crazy?
So different. Mine are like Cobra Kai bloopers.
yeah.
Like yours are like Hungarian cock folklore.
Yeah.
Like
I like a little like trivia bullshit.
Greece financial crisis. Like you got
Interesting.
completely different searches.
Yeah.
Or
I
like
look up-
famous boobs.
You want to know? I did one about Greek mythology,
Mm.
and they were showing the god. You ever heard the god Hermes?
Yeah, Hermes. Yeah, fast. Yeah,
He's fast.
yeah. Isn't that the fast one?
Maybe, but he's got the
No.
shoes with the wings on
Yeah,
it though.
that's the fast one. That's
So that's
Flash.
why you'd think he's
Yeah.
fast, but I don't think he's fast.
No, that's who Flash is based off of. Is
Oh, really, Hermes?
The look. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, Hermes, this is the coolest story. Hermes, his mom's named Maya,
Mhm.
and his dad Zeus.
Mhm.
And then when he was a baby,
Yeah.
just a baby. Maya wrapped him in a blanket and put him in the crib. And then when she left, Hermes unwrapped himself, got out of the crib, walked miles and miles away to his brother Apollo's house, stole Apollo's cow, brought the cow back to his house, and wrapped himself in a blanket and went back to the crib to sleep.
That's country strong.
And then, Apollo comes and says to Maya, the mom, "Your new baby just came and stole my cow." And she's like, "What are you, out of your mind? It's a baby. You know, a baby can't steal a cow." And he's like, "It's miles away, you know." But Zeus saw the whole thing because he's a god,
Yeah.
and he just thought it was hilarious. And so he just told him to bring back the cow.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, "I like you, man. You're pretty cool." And he would just fuck with gods like that. Like all the stories about Hermes are usually him fuck
Like a he's almost like Loki, like the trickster.
yeah, but he only plays tricks on gods to benefit humans usually.
Because his dad's
He's on the side of the human.
like Hercules.
Yeah.
Nice. Greek mythology is fun. Anyways, this has been brought to you by Luminosity.com.
The very earliest story in Greek mythology that I heard was when I think it's like the Earth and it's like Rhea and Uranus. It's kind of like the Earth and the sky, and then the Earth and the sky meet and they fuck, and that makes the atmosphere or something like.
Yeah, because all the plants are named after.
This isn't a planet. It's just all of space was Uranus then, not just the planet. They said like all of space,
Well, from what they knew, yeah.
and then all of land was this, and then they fucked and made the atmosphere. It's all bullshit,
Like, how
Joe.
stupid were they?
It didn't happen.
Oh, I know that. I don't know.
Because the land's got no vagina.
I mean, the copper dick owl was more.
That's real, man. That guy will get you. He's gonna hook you. But that's a real mean thing to say. Is that I wish you were aborted. Yeah, I wish like you were like conceived, but then never born.
Yeah, but have you ever broke down so hard and said something really mean like that to your kid?
Never, no.
Never, not even once.
No.
Well, you have girls. It's always different with girls.
I try not to be a name caller. I grew up. I grew up.
Oh, you grew up probably, yeah.
Where that stuff was pretty.
But
that
did
was
you
pretty
have you ever done that
freewheeling.
with your daughter?
Never. And she's, even from the age of 3, she has said some horrific things to me.
Oh, really?
Oh man.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Because she is adopted.
Yeah. They're
At the age of
different.
3, she was already saying,
Gringo.
"You're not my real."
Oh, yeah. That hurts so hard, yeah.
I wish, because
Yeah.
her mother is dead. I wish Fanning never died. I wish I was with Fanning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Horrifying. And I just
Yo, how the.
look it up.
that is.
I was saying that you're not a hero earlier. You're a fucking hero, bro.
Yeah.
Stronger than me. Because you know what I would have done to that mouthy little Mexican? I would have sent her back home to
I think
wherever she came from and said, "You know what? I'm waiting to get a Chinese one. You know what? 3 years old is old enough.
What
See you
part
later."
of Mexico did her mom live in?
Pueblo.
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 You can just take her there.
Yeah, drop her off somewhere. She's not
That's-
helping with anything.
Yeah.
You clean your own house.
It is funny.
What's the point?
I have a joke about her making beds,
Hmm
just naturally instinctively. But the truth is, that joke came from reality. She
Yeah,
makes her bed every morning and has since she was a kid.
just natural at it.
that's just. That's so weird. 3, she goes, "I wish you were dead."
Oh, just vicious.
Do you think that came from like someone else?
No, I think that, like, she was possessed.
No, like no, not
Well, what did you mean?
no, like she like dad said it or something.
No,
Yeah,
I just think she is prone to rage.
yeah, Mexicans still. Yeah, their blood is different up here.
Latin blood.
Under
Yeah.
what circumstances would I say anything that would prevent her from forming an attachment?
So, what's your reply to "I wish you were dead"?
I'm sorry you're angry. I can see that you're upset, and I'm here for you when you're.
Typical white bullshit, eh?
Yeah.
Why? You
Yeah.
know what? What would? Okay, let's pretend
Circle me saying these horrific things.
that's your mom being told this. What's your mom's reply to this kid?
What? My mom?
Yeah,
To
like, "I wish you were dead."
she probably get a nice swat across
Yeah,
the face.
like my
that's
mom
about it.
would have broken every tooth, even though they're all brand new little ones. But
That's what they teach you when you adopt. Yeah, you're a parent.
Well, we don't. We don't. We like. I would. I would do and have done exactly the same thing as you, and have older children now, and from time to time they still say terrible things. To
Oh my,
me,
you know who never says terrible things to me?
but they do
My
say
kids.
mostly nice things.
You know why? Smacks, bro. I smacked my kids.
Yeah.
Good smacks.
The only thing I did, and to be honest, I regret it,
Mm.
was I would do the church pinch.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
behind
you
the arm.
regret that?
Yeah, I do. I don't think you should bully your kid physically.
How about this?
You should definitely bully your kid.
In the States, there are some schools that offer corporal punishment.
Yeah.
The parent has to sign up for it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let someone else do that to my son.
That's essentially what our.
No.
It was
No.
an imply.
That's what I always hated about
that.
I've always thought that was stupid. Teachers, if it's not your kid, you're not allowed to touch a kid. That takes away so much more. Like you hit the kid. It's your kid. No one else is allowed to touch your kid. You deal with it. And if you don't hit him, and they turn out.
Sign up for it.
Never. I think it's wrong. I would hit my kid because I decide when my kid gets hit.
Dang.
You know what I mean? My kid starts playing episode 8 of Cobra Kai today. I'm on episode 3. I walk in that fucking room, bro. That fucking head went through that wall so quick. I said, no spoilers.
How old is your kid now?
He's 18.
Yeah, you can really go physical violence.
Physically,
Yeah.
dude. And then I pulled his pants. I go, that dick never gonna get fucked. And I walked out. Yeah.
Your kid's pretty big though, eh?
Yeah, but you know what it was? Mental abuse his whole life. Mentally torturing this kid. He'll never come up to me. You have to be
He
prepared.
hasn't stood up
Dude,
to you yet?
this is what happens
He
if
hasn't
you
given it
don't.
a try?
No, if I was Val and every time my son did something, I go, well, that's just too bad. I wish we were on the same page. My wife he would have already come in the room, punched me in the face, and then fuck my wife in front of me. That's what he would have done.
He's gonna murder you.
How? No, he's not.
Boil over, and Pete and I are gonna find out after the show sometime.
No, you're dead.
Joe get murdered.
I hope
so. Yep.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I will never let that happen. My daughter might accidentally kill me. And I hope my wife buries the body. I hope my wife buries my body.
Fall, yeah.
Yeah, takes the fall.
She's a good mom.
That's exactly. You're right. Nothing you've said is not true. That's
right.
No,
What you're
I
supposed
don't
to
think
do.
you should always hear your kid. I think there is a time and place for violence. There is a time and place for bullying someone. Come on, man. Or else they don't know. And you know what? Fuck this shit, letting them have that much on you.
It's a moving scale. It's a moving scale.
I'm not saying every form of disrespect. He starts yelling at you at the grocery store. I'm not gonna always hit him, but I'm gonna not let every time he disrespects me to go unchecked. Maybe that one's unchecked, but the next time he goes disrespectful, I'm gonna fucking check it hard. So it's don't be either physical threats or physical violence. Again, and I barely ever hit the kid. I'm just saying, you need to keep the kid in check, or else they fucking start.
I think it doesn't matter if you take Val's way or your way.
Well, it depends on the kid too. Yeah,
your kid's gonna look at for Val, her kid will be traumatized by the time where her mom didn't get mad, because she was emotionless.
Yeah.
She'll say she wishes she had more emotion from her mom.
Yeah, Val was a cold bitch.
She left me she emotionally scarred me from not giving me the response that I craved.
You didn't care about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you give the response, then you're the rage and the anger scarred me from my.
Yeah, but then I won't hear them yipping about this because they're too scared. They'll say it behind my back, as it should be with fathers and sons. To the therapists, not on my watch. You think I'm gonna let my son get? You think I'm gonna let my son fix himself and I'm broken still? No. Wait in line, bro. If you're going to therapy, I'll go before you, so I'm fixed first.
I gotta ask you, in your house, do you have food that's just Joe's food?
Yeah, my wife's pussy. No, it's all the same. No,
it's all the same. everyone goes in and can eat it. You're like,
obviously.
they don't say, don't eat that. It's your dad's.
No, that's insane.
That's how I grew up. My dad had special.
Yeah, but they were different. Those were different rules back then. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it fall like if any of that came through for you because
No,
you had
we didn't have
European
that.
parents.
No, they were like, and there's food. 100%. No, there was no like. That's just.
But
Dad's.
was your dad treated like a differently in
Like
your
a
house?
king. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the king of the castle.
Yeah, that was like those days are gone. Like that's like
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah,
realistic.
but you know why? Don't hit our wives. You gotta keep your wives in check. I'm not saying every time your wife disrespects.
No, honestly, Joe, there is a direct correlation to when
Checking
we
with-
stopped hitting
yeah.
them and when they
Yes.
started winning.
Yes.
And then
You
it
know
is
how
true.
It is. It's
And it
terrible.
is, and I'm not saying we should go back to
No, what do you
hitting
mean?
them. I'm
No.
just saying that we are inferior in every way,
Mhm.
and that is why we had to hit them in order to maintain
No.
some advantage. The only advantage we had was physical. Mentally,
Mhm.
we lose. Like they're more cunning, they're more intelligent,
And they
they're
have
more-
everything we want.
Yeah, they have the cards. They have everything. The deck is stacked against us. And then once they figured out a way to get us to
Yeah.
stop hitting them,
Yeah.
it was like game over,
Oh,
man. They're going
God.
to take over the world now.
No, I don't.
There's no way. I really wish
I
that I
agree.
could.
Theory, but I mean practice. I've never hit.
Oh,
my
I would
wife.
never hit a woman.
But I have yelled at her. I've yelled at her a lot.
Closest I came to hitting a woman was I threw an orange pop can at my sister when I was a kid.
Well, that
it was a
doesn't
full
count. It's your
pop.
sister. You could full on
It was
punch her
full
in the
pop.
face.
It hurt her.
Yeah, but you could full on punch your sister in the face.
No,
It's
not your sister. I could punch her in my face until I was like
Yeah.
she was older than me, and if I was physically dominated by her, I could still punch her. But as soon as it became even close, I had to
Yeah.
stop. Yeah,
Like-
that can't happen. But I would never punch my sister because I love her too much.
Like my sister tried to tell me like I couldn't kiss the baby because I had a cold sore, and I punched my sister in the face. I say, when I'm here, I make the rules.
My little sister punched my brother in the face all the time and bloodied his nose and bloodied his lip. And my mom would always
She was
just say,
violent,
"You
violent
probably deserved
family.
it."
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it was a pretty violent.
it's very
household.
violent.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You just like you tell stories about all this like
Mhm.
crazy violence you see growing up, and you think it's normal, and then I'm almost telling her like it's a cool story, and then my kids are like, "Did
Yeah.
you tell your therapist that?" I'm like, No.
It's not only violent, but then your dad's like has his own stash of food he's eating while you guys are beating the fuck out of each other. Like,
Have your own food.
no, not me. I was like, my kids do though. Like my
Well,
wife
'cause
will
of
tell me like,
dietary.
"Don't eat this. This is just for the kids." And I'm
actually,
like,
I have that too, like the granola bars, because like that's for the lunch or something.
oh, like even we make broccoli
Mm.
for supper, steamed broccoli.
Mm.
I sometimes my wife will say, "There's not enough for everyone.
Yeah.
This is just for the kids. So you don't."
Well,
get
yeah, that
any."
makes sense too, though.
And then other times,
Mm.
she's like, "You can have a little bit, but make sure
Mm.
there's enough for the kids because they really like broccoli."
Yeah, but that's
and then
normal.
I know because
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying because I want them to have it too. It's just that when I was a kid,
Your dad would.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because he got it,
Yeah.
and then now I'm an adult, and they get it, and I don't get it. It's like, when does it get to be my time to eat the special food?
Prison.
And,
prison.
Prison.
Prison
Yeah.
broccoli.
I want prison broccoli.
No, that stuff is like that makes sense because like I do it now. Like you do like plates of pasta. I'm like, I ran out of pasta. I'll get the little one that has less food in it.
Yeah.
But that's like a normal parent thing. Wow.
Oh,
You know what?
She called you fat.
I know. You know
Oh.
why? Because I've always been nice to her. I gotta keep her in check.
Aw,
He's.
I've never physically hit you.
me all the time.
I mean to you all the time.
Jokes all the time.
Oh my god! I just
You were
called
nagging
like
her
I see
before
you.
the show.
I was nagging
It's a-
her.
It's a move.
I swear I said you look really good today before we started the show.
I don't remember.
And then you started with
you
like
said
you
said
were a master.
You were beautiful on the inside. I think it was recorded. Beautiful on the inside.
Wow, good memory elephant over here.
And then you said,
You're right. I have been mean to you the whole time. I wasn't mean to you on the way up here,
No, it's true.
just in front of other people.
"No, you held hands and did this little thing."
We held hands. We did this thing. Yeah, I'm always mean to you in front of an audience.
Do
You
you
go,
thi-
why did she put up with him?
All right.
And you're like, he's really nice. No, he's not. Aren't you mean to women outside?
No, I'm scared of women
Why are you so scared of them?
because I don't know how to behave around them.
You have your dick out right now. That's why you got scared when I
No, I
walked in.
pretend Belle's like, "Dude, I have
Do you?
since I met her."
That's why you're surprised her boobs were D's. You're like,
I
what?
didn't know you had boobs.
D's? D's?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to act around girls because I honestly don't.
Because you married the first person you fucked.
Well, I just don't care. Like,
Oh.
I've had a girl for
Yeah.
so long that I don't see a difference between guys and girls really. Like as far as like the way I'm gonna act, and then but it's the girl's reaction that's different.
Mhm.
You know, like if I just act normal around a girl I just met sometimes, she thinks something different. Like I don't know. It's like weird. Or especially young girls. Like if I meet a young comic and I just introduce myself, she always thinks I'm hitting on her, and I'm not at all. Like so, I just like don't want her to think that about me, so I don't even talk to them.
That's why
You know what I mean?
whenever I meet a young comic, I always grab their hands. I just massage it. And I move their hair, and I go, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. No one thinks that's creepy, man. I got that dad shit going on.
That's your callback.
All right, I want to know. I got an experiment. Can I try an experiment?
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
no, it's not too far off.
Oh,
Okay, okay. I want to hold your hand
yeah.
just for a second. Do what you did with Val.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
I just want to feel what it feel like for her.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just like
So this is in the car.
no, it's just
No, like
she's
just
driving.
okay.
So she's driving. Okay, so you do it to
I was
me.
like, oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
here.
passenger.
Like that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
the back of my hand, not the
What?
fingers.
How do you do it? Oh, like this?
No, you hold my hand. Hold my hand. She like that right there. Now,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, like this?
yeah. And
That's
she's like, "What road is he on? 53."
Okay, but I have to be you though, so that you do it. So you do it to me.
All right. So I'm like,
Okay, I want to because I watched you do it to Val.
yeah.
And I just wanted to know at what point I would have the same reaction that she did.
I'll tell you what point when she started to get wet. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Did you start getting hard?
No, but it
Did you
does
start
make you
getting
go-
hard?
No,
I
it gross.
I go like,
It's gross though. It grosses me out a bit.
Listen.
Wait. Oh, I want to. Oh yeah, it's so.
I
gross.
think as soon as she
He's
felt,
like rough, eh? Like it's not that your hands are rough; it's that you're.
I'm letting you know who's in charge. You know what I mean? I'm letting you know who's in
Manhandling
charge.
me.
I'm like, listen.
Here, let me just grab your hand, and I'll show you. See, if I was,
Yeah.
I would be more like this. See how it's lighter than Joe. Joe's like this.
Yeah, but
Like
I
this.
know pressure points. I know that this vein's connected to the clitoris.
It hurts, right? He's doing it too rough. Did you do it that way to her too?
I think because my fingers are like rough. Look at the calluses. You don't know what these are. But country
I was
man.
thinking I held both your hands right there,
Mhm.
and the original experiment was see if who would be more uncomfortable, me
Yeah.
holding the hands with
It was
you.
her for sure. You're more.
It was more uncomfortable.
Yeah,
with
because
me
you
holding
don't
with-
you don't think women are the same as you.
No, it's because there's like more like dynamics to
tension.
it. You know, like it's like, well, what if
It's just hand holding, just like it was with me.
I know, but I'm not. I know there's 0% chance of me ever banging you, Joe.
Is there really though? Everything's gonna be okay.
This is not possible.
Yeah, but there's 0% chance Val's fucking you.
Well, I know.
Let me tell you, I tell everyone this.
I hope so.
0% chance Val's fucking you, bro.
That's what you hope.
Yeah.
But you go.
You know why? Because you know she's unfuckable, bro.
No,
It
you
goes
don't-
to levels.
Oh, fuck.
No, I hope you don't try because it's hard to say no. Like it's like
It's hard to say no.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to say no to.
I
You
say no. All
you
the
know
time.
that's why I get nervous if a good-looking girl comes around because you're like if she hits on you, you could fuck up and say yes, and then you ruin your whole life.
How?
But if an ugly girl is hitting on you, it's funny because you're like, there's no way I'm going to.
Yeah, but that's the one most likely that you'll sleep with. That will sleep with you.
I know that's
Yeah.
that's why you're not going to do it.
Mhm.
It's too easy. You want to go. It would have to be something good.
Sorry, I didn't know you're this awesome.
You're not
That's
gonna
too
get-
easy.
Well, you're not going to
That's
give
the
up.
best
You're not
ones to
going to
have
ruin
sex
your
with.
life for like a terrible.
Yeah, but your
looking
life gets
person.
ruined if your wife cares. If your wife doesn't love you, then you're fine.
So first
so
step,
make your wife not
me.
love you. Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
doing. now.
then if you know,
Actually, I
just-
think I'm working on that.
all right, good. That's
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years. My wife doesn't care. This beautiful woman here, this, as my doctor would say about me, this specimen
Yeah.
comes to pick me up with a smile, and my wife happily says goodbye to me and
Yes.
says, "Have a great time."
Yeah, because
'cause
she has
she
no
wants
confidence
me.
in your
No,
ability.
she wants me to leave.
But also, she knows Val.
She knows Val would never touch me, but I feel like that's a lie. So my wife doesn't get mad at her. I feel like Val, how many times do you think about marrying me?
married?
being married to me. Do you think we would
Walk into the bathroom after you walked out?
do you think I mean you don't have to follow me right after I'm done. Do you do that at home with your man? You just follow him?
Go.
Do you think we would be a good couple? Like, do you think we would? How long do you think we would date if we start dating? Let's say you like had a horrific car accident, and you didn't look the way you looked, and you were like my level. Okay.
I think, to be honest, I think it would be fun.
Yeah,
It
what?
would make me laugh. I think it would be fun.
Say it to the camera. Yeah.
And I know that you're a loyal person.
Aww, like to people I love. So you think we're gonna fall in love? You think we'd fall in love? I
I used to think it was like there's only one person,
there's so many.
but there's so many.
If your heart's big like mine, you can love multiple people.
Yeah, like I think that there's tons of people you can have the
Coitus.
soulmate with or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, this is being serious.
I
Yeah.
thought about it. I thought there have been times when I thought, well, I have such a
Mhm.
time with this person doing such and such. This person's great in this way. I guess if I could just have them all in my life, and then all my needs are met.
Yeah,
But I think it's too complicated. I can't imagine having to deal with the
yeah.
drama and the feelings. Now you have to deal with the feelings.
No, like you can still just that. It's the sex that always becomes a problem because that changes everything.
No, but you
But
can.
no sex, and then you just do if you just have sex with the one, and then this person gives you my biggest. I don't really want to ever cheat on my wife, but I do want to have pillow talk with someone else.
Mhm.
But just the pillow talk.
Everyone
I just
knows
think that would be cool.
the wife, the work wife thing. I think that's a real thing because we all want, like, our wife at home doesn't serve us. I mean, I don't mean serve, but like doesn't like give us what we need at work. So we have a work wife. This is like a normal term people use, right? And so I don't think that's cheating, but they're getting something other than, like, they're getting more from a woman that's not their wife or their soulmate. So it's like you can be in love with multiple people. Like you could say they're in love with that work wife. That's like a normal thing. The work wife, work husband.
Yeah, but
I
you
think-
love your friends.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
it's-
like, specifically your romantic partner. It's like my soulmate. But you can have a soulmate and also have another soulmate.
Yeah,
Like the soulmate thing is so.
but like you and
made up.
Sherry are good friends.
Yeah, well, we were until she got a boyfriend, and then
Oh, she got a boyfriend now.
yeah, now I'm like the yesterday's news.
That's sad.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that was that's how it's supposed to be.
But anyways,
I'm the
you've had
love
a lot
doctor.
You've had a lot of friends that have been women that have been close friends of yours,
Mm.
and
I only fucked like 8 of them.
but your wife is like, your wife's understanding.
She's understand again. Yeah, I don't know, man. It is weird. I like being friends with women because I feel like most of the time I'm too guarded, and going back to being vulnerable, I am very, very comfortable being vulnerable in front of a woman. I'm not comfortable being vulnerable in front of men. Like at work, we can't even take compliments from each other because it feels weird. Like when you give me a compliment, I could take it and ingest it. But it's like if they're like, "Oh, that's a good job," and I just go, "Because you're gay," and then it's like I can't even take the compliment because I feel weird being that vulnerable.
Is it because
to
of
them.
your strained relationship with your father, Joe?
And it might be, but I'm like,
Is your
I've just always felt
you're
more.
afraid to open up your
Yeah.
heart to another man? Is that what it
It
is?
could be because me and my father were never that
Yeah.
emotional. Like I've talked more to you in the last 5 years. I mean,
And
like,
you
I've
say
talked to
you
20 years.
always see me as more of a woman, don't you, Joe?
Okay, Oprah. No, I mean it does speak to my how I was raised for sure, that I'm more comfortable. I think that's why I probably fell in love with my wife, because that was like my first real relationship with a woman, and I felt so comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Like I felt like I could do like shit, asshole Joe, funny Joe, and like sensitive Joe in front of her,
Oh yeah.
instead of like being just two Joes in front of you.
I have a totally different upbringing because my parents, for whatever reason, all their friends, they all had kids that were girls.
Mhm.
So I grew up with all the kids that I grew up with were girls, that were my age. And then, we had, it was always me and a bunch of girls.
Mhm.
And then, so I never really like I always just had friends that were girls. Like I never,
I never had that.
and I never, it was never a big deal to me. Like, that's why think I still don't really think that way. I don't have this, like, I really don't know when a woman is
So then
hitting
why are you
on
so
me.
uncomfortable with her?
Because I don't know when a woman's hitting on me ever.
So then all the women,
So
no way, because
even if a woman isn't hitting on me, then I don't then I would still have to be wondering if she is, because I don't know ever.
wait, that doesn't make any sense, because you're
Yeah.
uncomfortable with women, but you're comfortable because you grew up with them. Why?
No, I don't know how to act in one's in
Yeah,
front
but
of.
you did your whole
No,
life.
I have friends,
Mm-hmm.
good
But
friends.
she's your friend.
I know. I don't have a problem with Val.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying if Val was if like a stranger or something, you know, like a. I don't know why we didn't have a problem getting to know each other, but
You're both so handsome.
maybe because they're older, because she was
Yeah.
older. Like I met a girl at a show Brendan put me on, and she's from Niagara or something like that. Me and her hit it off that night. We talked for forever, and then and Dan's like, "Man, I'm glad to see you're having a good time tonight, Pete." And she goes, "Why is he talking to you like that?" And I'm like, "Because I'm always a grump.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always a grump, and he doesn't see me like being
And she goes,
talkative
"Fuck
to
Dan
people."
Brennan." Is that what she said?
You know, and then she goes, but she goes, she never knew it, but because I was in a good mood that night. But so it's just more maybe it's just my mental illness that makes me have problems with social anxiety. I don't know. I just know I've never been good with women because I've never tried to be good with women, and I've never played that game. I never hit on a girl in my life. They've always hit on me, and that's just how it's been. Jane picked me up.
So how pathetic as a woman do you look at us when we talk like this? Like you're like, these poor guys don't even know how to talk to women.
I get it, because sometimes I can have a really great conversation, fun, intellectual, or silly, or whatever kind of conversation I'm having that I'm really enjoying with a man, and then suddenly I'll find myself in a situation. Oh, I've got to deal with it. I can sense that fun conversation
Was a setup.
was a setup.
Mm-hmm.
And I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the moment. Now I'm resentful that you just ruined it.
Made it horny.
I'm in this conversation. Sleep with you was never. I was just enjoying it. So I understand what you mean, because I find myself backing away from the conversation with men all the time.
Yeah, I would never.
Avoid that.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy. You like when I hear you tell that story, I'm like, oh, geez, I don't even want to give off that vibe, you know, like that I'm doing that, because I don't want to be that guy. Like, but girls mistake things that I'm doing like for that, like, as though I'm heading that way, but I'm not.
That's
like,
why
I never am. Never, even when I was like cool with it, I was never trying.
probably like I kind of do like having solid female friends that I'm like, yeah, they're comfortable enough to be like normal and not go, oh, he's gonna try and fuck me tonight. It's like, it's nice, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a vicious circle of like, but that's how you get to like a girl, is getting to know them and laughing with them. So it's like that stupid lizard programming in your head where it's like, but that's what I want to feel around a woman. It's like, you know what I mean? I can laugh, and like you said, like me and you can laugh all night and not once worry about trying to bang each other.
Like, I don't want someone to want to have sex with me. I want someone to find my stories interesting.
Well, no one finds your stories interesting.
I know, but definitely not my wife. You know,
like, listen, there's one listener.
Hey, can I tell you about that owl again?
Yeah. hey, let me tell you about that owl.
Hey, Val's
She's
got a
like,
story
fuck.
about what they use in the glass for the what? The vodka. What?
Metamucil. Oh God, I love hearing that.
The Metamucil, and you swirl it around. It's actually mixed with vodka. Is that true?
So when you tell that story to someone and they laugh, dude, I think that's a good way to know a man's gonna not want to fuck you. So when you make sure every time you meet a new man, like just a regular guy, you tell that story right away. If they're still joking around with you and laughing with you, they don't want to fuck you, because that story. We've already told this story 100 times.
No, I don't think we ever have.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
I just told it quickly. Is it Metamucil?
Yes, the Metamucil commercial.
I want to hear it. I forget it. I try to retell this.
Let me check my phone.
and they swirl it around with a spoon.
Stirring the Metamucil in the glass. But guess what? It's not water.
It's vodka
It's pure, the glass of pure vodka.
and Metamucil.
And Metamucil.
Yeah.
So it smells like a really weirdly healthy screwdriver.
Oh.
Because the water makes bubbles that are not pretty on camera.
And vodka doesn't.
Bubbleless.
I actually see.
Vodka with bubbles.
This is what you
This is the
take. Look, she just put on another class. If you told stories like that about that stupid owl to your wife with that, I've heard that story 1,000 times, and she looks the same. She would love your stories. She sells it.
I like that. I
When
don't
you
know
tell,
that.
you were like, oh, and then it means in Hungarian. I checked out 3 times during your story. I know every word to that
I
story
saw
because she
this back
sells
then.
it.
A boogeyman with a copper
Yeah,
dick
but
was funny.
Val, you tell that story now about the boogeyman. Tell us a story about the boogeyman.
No, I just got her own stories.
It's not dick.
Because it's an abortion doctor owl.
Yeah, it's an abortion doctor dick.
See, you know why she doesn't know? She
She tuned
checked
out.
the fuck out of that
Yeah.
conversation.
I know. I'm telling you.
I was staring at you
I'm
going,
off. I'm off.
every time you tell a bad story, you'll be like, it was these meds.
I don't know.
Now he's going to hit me in the face. He's like, psh.
No,
Val, okay, so
no, those just make me sad. I'm not gonna hit you. It just makes me sad because it's like it just that's what I think about myself in the inside,
affirmation.
and I'm like, yeah, he's right. I suck.
See, that's how guys are. If you were Val, I'd be like, no, you don't suck. I suck. You don't suck. Because I would want to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this like women have this thing with they don't know. How do you know then when to like
Hold 'em and when to
continue
fold 'em?
on and be like when do you decide that you're interested? Like what's the difference between laughing with me for like, you know, we laugh all the time together, but you never want. I know the reason. I have a 4-inch dick. I'm ugly and I'm married. That's probably another reason why. But it's like, but like another guy, you're just like, you know what? I do want him to feel this way about me.
Well, my physical proximity will give it away.
So you just now you let your body you just decide, yeah, I kind of like this.
I will allow myself
Yeah.
to be physically closer.
Because we're triggered into thinking you like us, women, by this. Because as soon as a woman starts going, oh my God, it's such a good story, we.
I don't know that I do anything that.
How if you put your leg on a guy's
Yeah.
leg like this
Yeah.
and you don't
Move
pull
it.
it away,
That means you like us.
that's what I heard too.
No, it's true. If you go, yeah. If we,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. If you,
I really hate it.
But if
physical contact.
you do
Yeah.
that to me and you've just met me, that says something.
Yeah.
Now it's a turn.
No, but if you do that to me,
No,
and I
you're in a
just met
movie
you.
theater.
I think you like me. So if you go, dear, or you go, that's hilarious. As soon as you touch me, to me, that means a girl likes you. Unless it's a waitress, then all those rules are out the window because that's a different interaction with a woman.
My face will do something different.
Like you'll actually change.
My face will be different. Yeah.
You should have done that when we shot the movie. Do a different face instead of the same one.
You know, if
My mother just died.
This face,
Yeah, I've never seen that face before.
you're funny.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. But this face,
Yeah, I see. Now, do your regular face that you do everywhere. Okay, Val, we need you to be more sad. You're like, okay. Val, you need to be happy. Okay. Award winning right here.
award winning,
Award winning actress.
lead actor.
Lead actress, producer, story, everything. This act the shit out of this right now.
No, I don't believe it.
We're all just getting really.
Joe
like,
wasn't even allowed in the movie. He was only.
I'm not saying you're a bad act. I'm joking. Now you're like getting like super sensitive.
Joe.
Great. Now I'm gonna have to hear this all. She's gonna like be, oh, you think I'm a terrible actress? Well, I was joking. I think you're a great actress.
Watch the
I think
horror
you
movie.
like me.
Watch the horror movie that Joe was in.
Yeah, it was awesome, amazing. I'm amazing. She was there. She was filming it.
You were there for that.
Yeah, she was there.
I still don't get what happened in that. I don't know what that whole movie's
It
about.
was about me killing a black man.
first movie we made. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, of course I signed up for that. dream come true.
You just got to murder Moses.
The movie was so racist.
It was very racist.
I never understood it. What was your motive?
The motive is because he abandoned his family, like most of the African Americans I know. Put that in the CBC, bro. No, it was a guy who who has troubles with his wife. Relatable. And so he thinks the way to solve his troubles is to buy a house. Relatable. Or a church. Relatable. And then he goes to fix it, but little does he know, there was another man who also had troubles with his wife, who bought that same house years ago, but died trying to fix the house.
What are we talking about?
Oh, wow! Callback.
I need to reply because I'm in the middle of a fight with my friend.
Oh.
So, how much longer so I know whether I should reply now or...
Oh, yeah, we'll wrap it up. Yeah, well, that's it.
You just broke the fourth. Do you have problems?
This message is waiting for me to respond.
Yeah.
No. Just say we'll just wrap it up. It's I had no idea.
10:30.
Yeah. Let's just wrap it up.
Or if he's...
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know what the message is.
Again, we got a little time away from us there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mix in the feedback and theme songs and all that stuff
Nice.
at the beginning.
Are you gonna also
of this?
edit out all the stories you told?
I'll probably edit out most of them. Yeah, I do feel like actually this one and the last show too. I just sucked.
No, you were good, man. You were
No.
good.
I know I'm off though.
Yeah, you're off. Yeah, you're off.
That's something. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe I was fantastic. It's so gross, man. It does get to the point where it makes me nauseous. Like it really does. When you touch my leg and
Oh, this one, the back.
that one feels comforting, to be honest. I like it. I wish my wife would do that, actually. That'd be nice.
You're stiff, bro.
Joe gives
Okay, great massage. You're just
Anyways,
so
I
stiff.
can't do this. But I can't believe I'm letting you do this much. I really...
I'm a friend. I'm a friend.
Actually, this is really nice.
I'm a friend. I'm here to help you.
I used to be way more homophobic that I wouldn't
you
let
should.
dudes do
No.
this. But this actually feels all right. All right, guys, that's our show. Thanks to Val and Joe for coming in. And we're going to get Val back to her fight. And you know how to support us. Give us a piece of feedback, whatever, at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com or thedutchhall@gmail.com, Instagram, Twitter. Support our Patreon. Blah, blah, blah. Go to CleanFlow and check out all their great products. And until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday.
Stop.
You could.
You can let us know it's fun.